What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to do another simulation. We haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm super excited for this fight card. I was going to do a lot of other fights, but I figured the main two that everyone is focusing on is Dan Hooker taking on Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor taking on Dustin Poirier. So I figured we'd do this. It's been a while. I was going to do it for the Max Holloway v Calvin Kattar fight. I did get around to doing it. I do apologise. I'm going to start doing these again. If you guys want to see more, just let me know down in the comments. But we're going to be diving in today with Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler to start things off. Now, I want to say, what I like to do with these videos, I like to give a prediction, as well as a little bit of a simulation, and we see how it goes. This is on Legendary. They will be fighting and throwing down, and we're going to see what happens. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight. I think Dan Hooker is a incredible fighter. Actually, he loves to brawl, and I think it's going to be interesting because Chandler, he's kind of at the minute. I mean, we know kind of what Chandler brings when it comes to like the the Bellator stuff, and he was a very good Bellator fighter and champion. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits into the lightweight roster. Is he going to be top end? Is he going to be like mid level? And I think Dan Hooker is a very good test to start off for Michael Chandler. I would have liked to see Chandler be like Justin Gaethje maybe, or Poirier, but of course Poirier's fighting McGregor. I like the way Dana, whenever there's a big fight like McGregor or Khabib or something, he puts a backup fight, usually in the same weight, in case one of them falls out and stuff. They fall out of an injury or sickness or whatever. They kind of like to stack it up, so there's always someone able to fall in and fight someone in the main event. But yeah, I don't know how this fight's going to go. I think Hooker is, he's got that range on him he could use, but I know Chandler's got a little bit of wrestling as well. He's definitely got, big shot there for Dan Hooker. But I know Hooker's going to use some of his wrestling. Chandler, sorry. Fell onto an uppercut there. And I thought that could be a big thing in this fight. Chandler's actually not a bad grappler. And we're going to see if Chandler can, get Hooker down to the canvas and cause some trouble. Hooker is one of these guys, though, he doesn't really get taken down too much. And, it could be interesting. It could be interesting to see. Obviously, I do feel like if Hooker fights Khabib, that's definitely going to be the case. He's going to get taken down. But I know Khabib is watching as well. He's watching these two fights. He's going to be watching all of them, but he's going to have his close eye on Chandler, Hooker, and McGregor, Poirier. And he said if a fight impresses him enough, he'll come back and defend his title. So we could be seeing the Khabib-McGregor rematch. We could be seeing Khabib-Poirier again, which I kind of hope not, in a way, because Poirier, he looked good and stuff, but I think I wouldn't mind seeing Chandler Khabib. I wouldn't mind seeing Hooker Khabib, although I do think Khabib mauls both of them. I think Khabib and McGregor is a good fight again. And I feel like if McGregor is motivated, it could be a very interesting fight, and we can see where that one goes. But yeah, I know a lot of people actually pick Conor to beat Khabib in a rematch, but I think he obviously he needs to get through Poirier first, and I do think he'll do that as well. But for this fight, talking about Hooker and Chandler, I don't actually know. The lightweight division is very interesting at the moment. We've got Charles Oliveira coming up as well after a one-sided beatdown to Tony Ferguson, and then of course fighting. I think is he fighting Gaethje? There's talks of Nate Diaz coming down to 155 and fighting a potential contender there. So we're looking at maybe Gaethje. We're looking at Ferguson, something like that. I think Oliveira. I do believe Oliveira's probably. He might even get the winner of this one, to be honest. I guess we'll see, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited though. The lightweight division is booming again. McGregor's back. Khabib talking about coming back. Nate Diaz moving down. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and we're going to find out who is the best lightweight. I still think Khabib beats everyone, in my opinion. And I'm a McGregor fan, but I do think that's a tough fight for Khabib. I think Chandler brought this round back. He was getting cracked up, but Hooker was unable to get back to his feet, and Chandler beat him up there. We're going to go into round 2, though. We're going to see what goes down in the second. Let's go. Okay. Well, Hooker on the feet is a lot better than Chandler, but I feel like the wrestling, we just see there, Chandler busted him up on the ground. Kind of interesting to see. Ooh. Now, I wonder how McGregor-Poirier is going to go. In the simulation, I do think McGregor lands. Nice shot there from Chandler. Beautiful high kick. I think McGregor lands. I think he lands. He predicted a 60-second finish, which I don't know if he's going to do. I don't know, 60 seconds. Dustin Poirier is tough, and he loves a scrap. So, he's always in there having a war. And I think, you know, 60 seconds is a little bit of a short time now. I don't know if he's going to be able to get Dustin out of there within 60. I'd like to see it, but I don't think he can, but we'll see. Anyway, this fight, though, I think this fight depends on who controls the range, the distance. I feel like Hooker does a good job of that, but I think Chandler's going to find a way inside. He's going to land that big overhand shot, and he could hurt Hooker early. I don't know. It just depends. But if I had to give it an opinion now, I usually change opinions like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth every time. I watch the fights and stuff and watch their like past fights, but if I have to give an opinion now, I think see, this one's harder because, you know, Chandler is just coming into the UFC. This is his first UFC debut fight, and it's against a guy who is actually very good. Hooker is you know, he's top tier lightweight. Of course he lost to Dustin Poirier, but apart from that, he was on an impressive run. He's beat some big names as well, and I'd like to see, honestly, this win, I'd like to see Hooker get back on track. I really would. I'd like to see Hooker win, but I don't know. Chandler's he's a mystery at the minute. And Hooker said it best. He said a lot of people didn't want the fight because it's uncertainty. They don't know what they're getting into. You know, he's a former Bellator champion, but they don't know how good that's going to translate into UFC. Ben Askren was a very, very big one champion. He was a big name in there. He's undefeated, probably one of the biggest names they had in there. And the UFC traded him for Demetrius Johnson. And look how that turned out. Masvidal ended that. Here we go. We've got Chandler going for an armbar here. And it looks like he could lock this in. It's a bit of a tough slog here. But it does look like Chandler might get the submission. He's got a minute left in this round. We could see Michael Chandler get this win. I don't know though. Hooker's coming back with the defense here. But I think Chandler's got this. It's a job done. Michael Chandler. 3 seconds. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Job done, I think. Michael Chandler gets it done in round number 2. Submits Dan Hooker. Okay. Moving on, we have the main event. We have Conor McGregor taking on Dustin Poirier. Let's see how that one goes, man. Let's rock and roll. Here we go, boys. The main event. Fight Island. Let's get it. McGregor v Poirier. We're going to see how this one goes, man. I think, well, we'll see. We'll see. Because sometimes the AI fights are a little bit crazy and out there. But, you know, we'll see how this one goes. I'm excited. I think either way, this is going to be a very, very good fight. We've got Conor McGregor coming back after a win over Donald Cerrone last year. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think McGregor, and I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying this, but I think he's underrated. I really do. People shit on him because of the way he talks and stuff, but just take that away and look at his fighting ability and his precision and his power. He's one of the best in this division, and I think we'll see what happens. Nice counter on the right hand there from Dustin. 2 southpaws going at it. High kick there from McGregor. We'll see if his AI can take him out in 60 seconds. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy, right? I don't think he can. Poirier's landing good early, though. I think I see someone on Twitter say Dustin hasn't got much chance, but I feel like after like round 3, his percentage does go up. You know, McGregor is you know, he's known to gas out. Maybe this new McGregor won't gas out. Maybe, you know, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. I think it's going to be a good one though. It's going to be I think it could be a war. I like it when McGregor's in a war. You know, that Nate Diaz second fight and the first, to be honest. Both very good fights, but we'll see. I'm excited for this one, man. I'm a fan of both of these guys. Both of them have lost to Khabib as well, which is kind of crazy, to say the least. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, nonetheless. And, yeah, we'll see what they think of it. We'll see what the simulation thinks. We've seen Dustin hit in the past and wobbled. We see him actually get hit quite a bit in the Hooker fight, actually. He got hit quite a bit. And, oh, uppercut from Poirier. Yeah, we see McGregor get really hurt from no, not McGregor. We see Poirier, sorry, get hurt from Hooker in that fight. And Hooker was landing a lot of shots. And Dustin cannot eat those kind of shots against Conor McGregor. He's wobbled there. Yeah, he cannot eat them kind of shots against Conor. He's too precise, too powerful, and he'll put him away. So, we'll see though. Oh, uppercut there, and Poirier down. McGregor looking for the finish. Poirier looks like a bigger dude though, in this game anyway. I know Poirier's got a bit of a wider body. He's a big boy for 155. McGregor was a featherweight. I think he was a natural lightweight though. And he wants to fight at 170. He said he has a stint at 155 and he wants to move up to 170. Big overhand, nails it. That was a good shot. They're both rocked though. Wow, okay. Oh, McGregor down now. Poirier with a big shot. This is good. This is a good fight. Okay. Poirier down again. Let's see. Good shots there for Poirier. Not one takedown. We might see Dustin use a bit of his wrestling. I don't know if we will. I think Dustin, if we remember when he first joined the UFC and he was first fighting, he was actually good on the ground. He's still good on the ground, but you know, he was more jiu-jitsu based and grappling based. And since then, he's really evolved in terms of his boxing. He's done some real good work with his boxing, and yeah, it's been kind of interesting how his career has unfolded and evolved, to be honest. But we'll see. Going into the second round, I think McGregor's got this style where he just doesn't have a feeling out process. He said it time and time again. He doesn't have this feeling out process. He just walks forward, throws bombs, and tries to get you out of there early and puts the pressure on early. And a lot of fighters, they crumble. Some don't, obviously. We've seen him lose as well, obviously, but some people crumble. And I don't know. I mean, the first fight, McGregor knocked Poirier out inside the round. So, you know, but a lot has happened since then. A lot has happened. You know, Poirier has fought for a title. He's beat few former champions, Anthony Pettis, Eddie Alvarez. He's beat some massive names. He's got dropped there though. But I think Artem Lobov, actually, the GOAT, put it best. He said people were acting like Poirier wasn't a top 5 contender when they fought before, and they might act like it again. You know, I think Artem obviously is confident that his teammate Conor is going to get the win. But he said, like, don't act like Dustin is washed up after Conor smokes him again. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. I feel like McGregor's always going to get hate. I mean, it's just his personality, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, big straight, though. That left-hand shot. Poirier's down and out. Conor McGregor, 2 rounds is all it took. Dustin Poirier, down and out. Mystic Mac does it again. Okay. There we go. This simulation was actually a lot of fun. I think the simulations, I don't know if they're going to be accurate. I think they might be. I think Conor McGregor, I do pick Conor McGregor over Dustin Poirier. I do. And I think for Chandler Hooker, I don't really know how that one's going to go. I think that if I had to put my money on it now, I'm gonna say Chandler. I'm gonna go with Chandler. It could be a bit of a risk because obviously he's unproven in the UFC. But I do think Hooker's going to be a good test for him, and I don't think Chandler's going to get it all his own way. I don't. But we'll see. Anyway, that has been it for this simulation and this prediction video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button, comment and subscribe, and I will see you for more of these in the future. I'm definitely planning to do more. There are some crazy cards out very soon. You know, Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya, Amanda Nunes, Megan Anderson. We got some crazy ones on the way, man. We got some crazy ones, but yeah, I'm excited for this. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end it here. Take it easy. Have an amazing day. See you all again soon.